myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked you, Nick, for help. And how that conversation started was, you know, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't.
How was it mother?
9.
Why did you want mother?
Because I wanted to be free of her hold on me.
Did you and Nick ever talk about this?
Yes.
Who initially brought up mother?
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked you, Nick, for help. And how that conversation started was, you know, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill.
The case of Gypsy Rose and Nicholas Godejohn has resurfaced, with Nicholas seeking a retrial, potentially leading to Gypsy Rose facing consequences once again. The complex dynamics of their relationship and the events surrounding the murder have sparked intense debate and scrutiny. One perspective highlights the role of influence and manipulation, suggesting that while Gypsy Rose may not have physically committed the murder, her actions and influence played a significant role in its execution. The argument delves into the concept of accountability, questioning whether Gypsy's upbringing and experiences justify her actions or if she should be held responsible for the consequences of her choices.
As to talking him into it.
I told her I'll do anything to be with you, you know that. And she said, as long as my mom's alive, I can't be with you. She made that very clear.
I felt, how else am I gonna escape? It seemed like taking her out of the equation completely was the only option.
Bringing up another moment when I was 14 years old, and that's when I first glimpse of it. This is when I realized that all the other things that were building up in me were basically jeopardizing my inner happiness, my inner peace, and all the rest of that. Because I remember seeing one night, it was at 9 o'clock at nighttime, I was in my grandma's house. I just remember looking in the mirror and I saw a glimpse of something I didn't recognize in my eye. And then it went away. It was almost like something was trying to tell me, oh yeah, I'm there. You've created me, I'm there. And so really, I knew there was a darker part of me, and I was actually quite terrified to actually explore it. And now I actually regret exploring it with Gypsy, because she's the one I hoped I would be brave enough to actually explore it with me, just so that's the way I understand.
However, others express empathy for Gypsy Rose, acknowledging the abuse and trauma she endured at the hands of her mother. They point out the psychological impact of her upbringing, including the development of survival skills such as lying and manipulation, which may have contributed to the tragic outcome.
Because I have no idea why I'm here.
Okay.
Nobody will tell me anything.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's kind of why we're here. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
I don't really have a computer.
Okay.
No.
Did you ever have a cell phone that you played around on or anything like that? No? Okay. No laptop or...
No.
Well, we know that that's not true. She obviously did have access to all of those things, and I'm sure the cops knew that by now, and we're just trying to get a confession at this point.
If you're involved in this, then you need to tell me that now. Okay?
I'm completely 100% honest.
And let me talk for just a second, okay? I'll be honest with you as long as you're honest with me, okay? Your mom's, okay? Now, what I want to ask you is, your mom's passed away, okay? And she's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay? Just, hang on, listen to me for just a second, okay? I want you to understand something, okay?
What happened with mental health?
Okay, just listen to me, okay, sweetheart? You know what happened to your mom, okay? You know exactly, sweetheart, listen to me.
Did something happen to my mom?
And that's what I'm asking. Why?
She had a lot of medical conditions.
Okay, this is not a medical condition. You know that. It's not a medical condition at all, okay?
Please tell me she did not commit suicide. She had bipolar.
Hey, we're not going to get off on that track. We're not getting off on that track, okay?
The debate also touches on legal complexities, including the concept of double jeopardy and the potential for a retrial for Nicholas Godejohn. The nuances of the case, from Gypsy's defense of coercive control to the legal definitions of mens rea in murder cases, highlight the intricacies involved in determining culpability and justice.
Both Kim and I both have a lot of regrets. Obviously I wish that this would have never happened this way. Now for him specifically, I did my time. I know he's doing his time for his part of things. I hope that whatever he does with his future, because he is spending the rest of his life in prison, I acknowledge that I am the reason for that. However, I don't feel either that it's a situation where it's a sympathetic type of situation.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because in my past relationships, I've had 2 relationships since I've been incarcerated. And each one of my exes and even my husband is like, baby, if you would have asked me that question, if you would have said, hey, can you call my mom to get me out of this situation? They would have said, no. Okay, no, we're not doing that.
Let's go to the police.
Let's go to the police. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of this situation, but let's go to the authorities, all right? And we're gonna do this the right way. Nick did not say that. He has these dark fantasies. He wanted to do it. It was a fantasy he lived out, and he's paying the consequences for that. So with that being said, it's neither here nor there for, in my opinion, what I think of the situation.
Is she taking any sort of, is she like, well, okay, it was me too, or is she trying to put it all? She takes some responsibility, but not much. Not much.
Ultimately, the Gypsy Rose case remains a poignant example of a deeply complicated and tragic situation, prompting discussions about abuse, manipulation, accountability, and the legal system's ability to address such complex circumstances. The varying perspectives reflect the challenge of categorizing individuals as solely good or bad, underscoring the need for nuanced understanding and empathy when examining cases with layers of trauma and abuse. Don't forget to visit our webpage where you can find the best sales of different Amazon or AliExpress products in different categories. The products are uploaded each week. Visit whattobuy.pro, link in the description.